it is time for the Christmas takedown. But first, I need to share what I picked up at the stores. I was out here at these after Christmas sales doing something I should not have been doing, but I want to share because there were some deals out here to be had. So let's start this video off with a haul, and then we're going to get into taking down all this Christmas stuff. All right, so the first place I went was to Kirkland. I wasn't even leaving the house to go to Kirkland. I was going to the Dollar Tree and happened to look over in my peripheral and I saw a 75% off sale. That 75% off sale gets me in trouble every time. So I went into Kirkland and I bought a few things. So the first thing I got were these little teddy bear nutcrackers. And you know, I've said that I'm going to start incorporating more teddy bears. And I've always loved little nutcrackers or little soldiers or whatever these are. But I thought they were so cute. But they look like little teddy bears with a little top hat on them and everything. So I thought they would be perfect for my family tree that you can see right there because it's still up. But that'll be a perfect addition to that for next year. I also introduced another color, or will be introducing another color. And this is kind of like a color that I don't use very often at all, but I like this color. This is a shade of blue, but it's almost like a grayish blue. That I like. And so these were at Kirkland. They're oversized. They had been $10.99 each, and I got them 75% off. These are like the onion shaped ornaments, but I love that color. I don't know what it's called, but I just call it like a bluish gray color. So I will be introducing this color next year. I saw Decorating with Barbara. She did this year blue and brown, and I was like, oh wow, that's a beautiful combination. But I love the shade of blue that she was using. She used some royal blues as well, but this is the color that stuck out to me. So thank you, Barbara, for inspiring me, because that got me to looking at blue in a different way. They also had these, and they have little gold beads on them. You know, I always use gold on my tree. So again, these were $10.99 and then 75% off. So definitely a deal that I could not pass up. And they are in the same color family. This is a little bit more gray, but I got several of those. I'm not going to pull them all out because they're all basically the same. I also will be bringing in a little bit of burgundy, deep burgundy, like a really deep, deep, deep burgundy. And so they had these, and these are almost like a brownish burgundy. So I thought these would be good additions to my collection. I have a lot of browns, and I'm going to be pairing that with a little bit of burgundy next year. That's the plan. So these would have been $8.99 and with the 75% off. So I just got a bag of those types of ornaments. That's what I got from Kirkland. Then on the day after Christmas, not the day after Christmas, on New Year's Day, happy 2026 too. I'm so rude. I started the video off automatically just going into shopping haul mode, but happy New Year. I hope that you are enjoying the new year thus far, and that all is well with you and your family. So at Dillards, which I went to on New Year's Day, they had 75% off. And I went there and I found this little animation. This is a tree topper, but it's got a Santa on a sleigh going around the tree. So it's automated. This was $89 and 75% off of that. I thought this would be perfect for that family tree. I'm probably going to have to do a larger tree for my family tree next year. I did it on this pencil tree. Next year, I'm probably going to need a larger tree because I got a lot planned for that tree, and really expanding my nostalgic tree, my family tree, you know, my memory tree. I call it all of those things. But I thought this was going to be so cute for that tree. So I got that. And then I got a bag of stuff there as well. Now I go for the oversized ornaments when there's like a 75% off sale, 80%, 90%, whatever. I go for those big ornaments because I love big ornaments. They help to fill up your tree really fast. They bring this sense of elegance to your tree. It really gives it a designer type of look to your tree when you have some oversized ornaments on there along with your, smaller ornaments or whatever. So I got these pine cones. I love pine cones. So they had these. And this one is in the silver. They had them in silver and gold. And so I got a couple of those. So pretty. So, so pretty. They would be really nice for the tree that I have up here that has my musical notes and things like that, because that's a larger tree. So we'll see where we put those. We will definitely find a use for those. I picked up 3 of those. Now this is the gold one. So they're going to pair really nicely with the silver. I thought that was real pretty. Nice little contrast. I also picked up these large black ornaments, and they have a little bit of suede feel to them, and then they have that shiny color to them. These look so pretty, and I think they'll look really nice on the tree with that light reflecting on them with this little shiny part here. It almost looks like lacquer or something like that, but these are plastic. They're very, very lightweight, but I thought these were really pretty. And I also picked up 3 of those. Now, I love black, so I will always have a tree that's going to have black in it. All right, so these are just the other 2 that I got. I got 3 of those. Oh, those people were out there in Dillards on this day too. I mean, people were there. They were ready for that 75% off. The next thing that I got are these ornaments here. Now, these are my glass ornaments. I have committed to adding glass ornaments to my collection. I did a lot of glass ornaments this year on my brown tree, and I love the way that looked. That brown, the glass, it just looked so pretty. I introduced this tortoiseshell this year. Love them. They had 1 tortoiseshell ornament left. So I did pick this up at 75% off. So I bought a set of 6 from Crate and Barrel. I had previously purchased 2 from Dillards, and then I got this one. So yeah, so I've got another one for that collection. And then I mentioned that I'm adding burgundy. This is not exactly burgundy, but these were so pretty. I had to get them. They're like those finial ornaments, again, oversized. They are glass, so I have to be very careful with them. But they have like that frosted look to them, to look like snow on them. So I think that these will be really, really pretty with the deeper burgundy that I mentioned, but have these kind of tucked into the tree just to have them kind of glistening through. Thought they were gorgeous. So I did pick up 4 of these. Now they didn't have a lot of, the ornaments that they had. They were pretty much picked over, and like I said, the people were in there getting all the stuff that was left. I also picked up these little silver nutcrackers. They're like oversized nutcrackers, and I just thought these were really pretty. Then these bring in a little bit of glam. You see, they have the little bling on them and everything, but I thought they would be really, really pretty, even if I'm not doing a full glam tree. Just a little hint of glam is always a good idea. So I got these. I got a couple of these. They're down in here as well. But anyway, that's all I bought, and I am done. You hear me? Done with the after Christmas sales. I have enough, and now I need to get into taking all this stuff down, packing it away nicely, so that I can bring it back out next year along with my new additions that I picked up after Christmas. So let's go ahead and start the takedown process. I wish that I had as much fun taking down Christmas as I do putting up Christmas. This is a task that I dread. I put up 4 trees in my home this year, and this is tree 3 and number 4. So the other 2 are already down and packed away. And once I get this done, I can reset my home for winter. So I am excited about that part. But this task of taking each ornament out and packing them away is something that I don't look forward to. Most of these ornaments are all plastic, so I don't have to worry about wrapping them or anything like that. So that makes the process go a lot faster. So I'm happy about that. I can just pop them down in here. This nutcracker here is one I got this year from Ross. It's not going to fit in the bin, so I'll have to figure that out. But I like to store all of the same color decor in one bin. That way I know exactly where to find it when the next year comes and I'm ready to unbox it for the season. A lot of these ornaments on here have been with me for a very long time. I've added a lot of the instruments over the last couple of years, but the other things are pretty much old. So this is the progress so far. All the red ornaments are off. I keep my ribbons separate, so that'll go in a different bin. So I've got the red ornaments here. I've got my musical instruments here, so I'll bring in a bin to put all of those in. But yeah, I'm making progress. So I got to get my green bin to get the green ornaments off, as well as the gold, and then my ribbon bin, and I will be done. I really hate to see all of my trees go down, but this one I have really, really enjoyed. This one I put at the top of the staircase. First time ever putting one here. And I also had that backdrop there. And I have really, really enjoyed looking up the stairs, even if I'm not up here, but like going to the door or leaving out the house or whatever. I always look up here and just kind of smile. I have truly enjoyed this little space here this year. So can't wait for later this year when the Christmas comes back out because I will be doing this all over again. Now, this tree houses our keepsake ornaments. So some of them go into this bin, like just the regular color balls and everything. But some of the specialty ornaments that we have, I keep those in a special place each year. And we add to these each year. This is ornaments that date back 40 plus years. My son enjoyed these as a child growing up, and now my grandchildren are enjoying seeing them come out each year as well. Have you taken down your Christmas for the year yet? And if not, what day do you normally take yours down? Typically, I would have mine down before the new year comes in on the 26th of December. Once I come back from the after Christmas sales, I usually come in and start taking everything down at that time. So I was a little bit late this year with getting everything done, but that's okay. I do still have to go over and take my mom's down, but at least the four over at my house will be taken down and everything. So I do have to keep a couple of my bands out because I always take ornaments to her house to decorate her tree as well. So that's when I can truly close out Christmas for the season once I get her tree down and everything all packed away. But for now, I'm finishing up with my family tree here, or my nostalgic tree. I need to come up with a name for this. I kind of call it a little bit of everything because there's a lot going on over here. But yeah, there's my puppy that passed away a few years ago, Winston. So he's forever remembered here. So he has his little ornament there as well. And yeah, I'm just trying to get these green ornaments here so I can close this bin up. I've got all different shades of green here too, but yeah, we're going ahead and close this one up and move on to the next color. The next color is going to be red. So I've got all the red ornaments in here, so we can go ahead and close this one up. It feels good to close up a bin for the season. It does. And then I have my silver ornaments here, and I got a few new pieces that I shared earlier in the video. The large pine cones here that'll be new additions, so I'll add them down in this bin so that when I open next year, I can go ahead and use those. And now I'm going to store away all of my little instruments. These instruments I've collected over time. Some I've had for many, many years, and then others I've purchased over the last, I would say, 5 years or so when I first introduced my music tree. So I've been adding to this collection every year. I think this was the first year that I did not add anything in like 5 years. So it's taken a long time to accumulate the ornaments that I have. And I have this one here. Now, this is one that's at least 40 years old. This one was in my home back in Michigan years and years ago, and I bring it out every year. So it's nice to have some old memories like that. So this is my ornament that is glass, that is music themed. So I always wrap that before I put that away because I don't need anything being broken. These things are expensive and it takes time to add to them. These teddy bears I added this year. I thrifted them. I think I shared with you when I had gone to an antique store and I saw them. I didn't get them that day, but I went back and they were still there. So I got them. It was the perfect time to add to them. And then I added those little teddy bears that I just got from Kirkland. So this is the container here that I keep like my keepsake ornaments in. And honestly, I need to get something bigger now because we've been adding to it each year, and that the thing is growing and growing. But these are the ornaments that date back to I think the late 80s, early 90s. This is my Christmas collection that is from Hallmark that I started collecting a long, long, long time ago. So I still have them. I'm so proud of these because they have been with me, lived in 3 different states and all the things, and they are still here. So I love that. So I'm getting them all packed away. Now, I probably should do a better job at wrapping these, but they have survived the test of time. So we're going to go ahead and throw them right back into their original boxes, and that's where they are stored. I hope that you have enjoyed today's video, the shopping haul and the Christmas takedown and organizing everything. If you did enjoy this video, please don't leave today without hitting that thumbs up button. Also, share the video with a friend, with a neighbor, family member, or whatever. And if you're not subscribed, consider hitting that subscribe button before you leave today. That way, we can stay connected. If you hit that post notification bell, it'll notify you each time I upload another video. And to all my returning family members, thank you so, so much for your support throughout 2025. And I look forward to your support and seeing you over here on my next video. Now, my next video is probably going to be my 2026 plans for my home, for my channel, for my home, things that are going to be coming here on the Sister Cousins Lifestyle channel. And then we'll go right into the winter reset decor videos. So if you want to see those, definitely be on the lookout because they are coming. I'm getting ready to go right back into decorating mode, and I'm excited about that. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you all over here on my next one. Bye bye.